Hello everyone and welcome to this week's short video tutorial on basic mid-game tactics. This will mark the first part of a new chapter, chapter 4, which would deal specifically with trading material or exchanging material. Uh, Learning how to trade material is one of the most fundamental skills in Xiangqi, and you have to learn to trade material well so that you can gain advantages in terms of space or tempo after the trade, and all this will build up to an eventual win. In the book, there were three different types of trading materials, methods of trading material that were discussed. In section 1, we'll be discussing the 6 examples on how to trade material directly. In the first example, this is a very simple example, but nevertheless very informative and useful for the beginner. A short analysis would show that black would have one chariot, one cannon, one horse, and red would have same number of material. Both would have 2 pawns and a full guard. However, the red chariot has the black horse and chariot pinned and was about to gain material with c1 equals to 4. Now, black would be at a disadvantage at this point in time. So, overall speaking, red would have an advantage, a slight advantage of about 100 odd points according to my computer program. Now, let us go through this example and what the book has for us. Now, red would be prepared to play c1 equals to 4 to try to gain material. So, how should black react? Now black would be the first to move in this board. So in the first variation, c2 equals to 6 was played. Now what was behind black's logic in making this move? Okay, black would hope that red would play c1 equals to 4. This would be what black would hope for, such that black would be able to initiate a trade of material. The cannon would now be capturing threatening to capture the chariot, forcing the chariot to capture the horse. The cannon must capture the red cannon first, so that the red cannon, the black cannon would also be threatening to capture the horse. So now this would be what black would hope for, and basically this would be a drawy situation because both colors would have trouble trying to push their pawns across the river, and the presence of a full guard for both colors would mean that it would take much more material to try to amass a win. However, going back to the first variation, this c1 equals to 4 would be what black had hoped for. However, black would actually continue with p5 plus 1 and not bother about any potential threat. And once this pawn will cross the river, red's advantage will be significantly increased because the black defense was still very fragile. Was very fragile. Now one might wonder what would happen. Can black continue with c6? Say for example r6 equals to 3? The answer would be no, because the cannon will still be protecting the horse, and red would simply capture the black horse for a huge advantage. And according to my computer and the Xiangqi engine that I have, once red made this move, his advantage would have jumped from about less than 200 points to well over 1,200 points. So this is why c2 equals to 6 by black would not be viable. So the correct or the recommended move by both my computer and in the book would be to play 6 equals minus 3 instead. By doing so, it would seem that the black chariot would now be disadvantaged, but the black chariot would now be protected by both the king and the advisor, and black could simply be prepared to play to move the horse away to offer a trade of material. So what would happen if red continued with c1 equals to 4? Now, if black continued to do so, black could offer a pseudo sacrifice at this point in time, forcing the forcing the placing red in a predicament. The cannon would now be attacking the chariot and also the red cannon if the chariot moved away. So if red continued with r4 plus 1, black could simply jump the cannon and capture the red cannon in this manner. Now, the black cannon would now be protected, and red would not have black would not have to worry about any trade of material because it would be protected, and the cannon would be also attacking the red horse. So black would free himself of the pin, and it would become a drawy situation whereby black would be able to still have a playable game. And if black refused to trade material and say, for example, play r6 equals to 3, black could consider attacking this very empty flank that is present on the board. So this would be the correct move. This would be the correct move for black to get himself out of this situation, and this is a very practical lesson. I hope that the viewers would really learn and master. I hope you would like the work that I have been doing, and if you find this video educational, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.